Welcome back, Keith Tebow from FRCMedia. Thank you for joining us. As we've been talking about for quite some time since the pandemic started, this has been a year unlike any other, and not only because of the number of infections across Fall River, across the state, and across the country, but also the economic impact of the virus has really put a damper on a number of people. There have been more people who have been in need of help, either financial help or food insecurity issues facing that. And as we head to the Thanksgiving Day holiday, it's become maybe a little more important for those people who are looking for a meal this Thanksgiving. And there's one local church in Fall River, Blessed Trinity Church on Plymouth Avenue, that's actually providing, as they have for a number of years now, a Thanksgiving Day meal. And we're going to be speaking to representatives of the church right now to talk about their plans for 2020. And pleased to be joined by Father Rob and Kathy Nemkovich. Thank you for joining me today, Father and Kathy. And how are you today?
Well, Keith, how are you?
Doing well. Thanks for
I,
having us.
I'm doing well. Father Rob, let me start with you. The church has been involved in providing these Thanksgiving meals for a number of years now. Talk about how has it worked and how, I guess, will it work a little bit differently this year?
Yeah, we've been for the last 7 or 8 Thanksgivings, we've been having a community dinner for anyone in need or also anyone in loan on Thanksgiving. And one of the unique features that we've done is we prepare the meal Thanksgiving morning, and then we serve it to everyone who comes through the door. And then at the end, we'll sit down and we all enjoy the meal together. And it's been wonderful. Last year we served about 150 meals, which is about the capacity of what we can put out of the kitchen. And unfortunately, this year we're not going to be able to do that. And a lot of people have asked, well, Father Rob, Kathy, how are we going to be able to do this? And after some thought and reflection, we decided that we could do it as a takeout dinner. So we'll provide the meal again on Thanksgiving Day, beginning at 12 noon. But this year it'll be very different. Folks will go to the back door of the church, and we'll be handing off a home cooked Thanksgiving meal for them.
And you had mentioned it's going to begin at 12 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day, correct? And it'll just run until the food is gone, right?
That's our plan.
Yeah. Kathy, let me ask you how, so I get sort of the organization of this sort of hasn't changed in some aspects in terms of the preparation of the meal, right? You're still going to be cooking and preparing it. But, talk a little bit about that preparation, how many people are involved, volunteers and the like. And then,
Well,
this year you have to package it instead of just serving it.
yeah, so this year, a little bit different. We always have a great bunch of volunteers. We're limiting our volunteers this year to stay within the guidelines, but we'll still be preparing a home cooked meal. We'll have our volunteers here Thursday morning to do some of the prep work, and then they'll also be the ones that are packaging the meals, and then we'll be handing the meals out to people right at the door. They can line up, come get a meal and go. We ask everyone social distance, wear a mask. So we're going to try to keep it, the same great dinner and togetherness as much as we can, but we're also going to abide by all the rules.
Yeah. I imagine, and either one of you can answer this question, that the people who do come through the doors in the past and now coming to pick up a meal this year are extremely grateful. What do you hear from them in terms of their response about their generosity of what you are able to do for them during this holiday season?
The responses we've heard, people are very grateful that we're still being able to do it. That they understand it's going to be different, but they're still going to get that same good home cooked meal. We don't really cut any corners at all. Everything's prepared as if you were going to have it in your living room. That's one of the things that we wanted to do here, and we do that as well. Also, we have folks from our parish and our local neighborhood group that have been putting together some hats and scarves and things of that sort. So we'll be having tables as we always do for folks to take that as, of course, it's getting colder. Today's pretty cool day as well. So that's coming. And we'll be having those tables this year. They won't be inside; they'll be outside, so people can help themselves to that too. As another aspect to try to help folks out this time of year.
Now, how is this event funded? Just through donations from parishioners? Is it something that you seek assistance from other organizations? How does the logistics and the funding work out to provide this service?
So we are blessed. We have parishioners, friends from Neighborhood Watch, etc., that contribute with gift cards to, Stop and Shop, Market Basket, etc., that we can utilize to purchase the food. And we receive donations from some local stores, etc., to offset the cost.
Now, are you expecting, you said in the past you served about 150 meals, and I believe that's what you're going to prepare this year in the takeout service. Are you anticipating that the meals will go quick and definitely will all go?
The past couple of years, we've been out of food, so we are probably, depending on the crowd, but we're anticipating the same thing. Where people, if you'd like the meal, please come for noontime. Keep the distancing, and we're going to serve until we're out of food. And if there's anything left over, we'll find something to do with it. I know the first year we did this many years ago, we prepared a little bit more than food than we had people that had come for the first time, and we ended up bringing that food down to our firehouses, so that nothing went to waste that year either. But ever since then, it's been a very nice turnout of folks coming to either they need the meal on Thanksgiving or they're alone, and we've been really blessed to be able to provide that for them, and people have supported us, putting this together, which is great.
As we move forward through the heading toward the Christmas season, I know that your church and others do a lot of different events to help engage your parishioners in your community and your neighborhood. I guess, Father Rob, talk a little bit about some of those activities after the Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah, actually, we have already started collecting for them already in November, but we have a couple of drives going on in the parish where we have a food drive for Christmas, where we collect gift cards, cash, and non-perishable food items, which we donate. We do that quarterly, and we donate that to the Citizens for Citizens food pantry down on Griffin Street here in Fall River. Also, we're underway with our Christmas toy drive. We've been doing that for many years in the parish. It's in conjunction with the Fall River Police Department, Fall River Neighborhoods, and a whole bunch of folks across the city get in with that. What's really neat about that is that the gifts are delivered to families in need by the police officers in our city. So that's coming up as well. Last year we were blessed to open up our parish hall and had a wrapping party where gifts were wrapped for the numerous kids and families that we were able to help out. This year that's going to be a little different because of, again, COVID. Everything's different, but we're still working through all the logistics of that. But just a couple of the things that we're doing this time of year to try to make a difference, to help out, to put our faith into action and address needs in our local community.
And I would suspect that we always tend to see a lot more of that need throughout the holiday, through the winter months, and we may actually see something a little worse this year with people, having the financial burdens that the pandemic has brought up to them, unfortunately, during the year of 2020. So just one final remark in terms of, again, the Thanksgiving meal. It starts at 12 p.m. Thanksgiving Day, Blessed Trinity Church. That's at 1340 Plymouth Avenue. Church has been there for many years, a beautiful facility, and hopefully people will take part. And thank you both for your generosity in this time of need across the city of Fall River. I appreciate your time, and thank you for joining me.
And Keith, thank you for the great work that you do for our city and getting information out to our people. So I hope you have a blessed Thanksgiving, and thanks for all that you do as well.
Thank you. You also. Thank you. And thank you for joining us here in FRC Media. Have a great rest of your day.